HipHopHumboldt.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another episode of Hip Hop Humboldt. It's your host, the with the most, the bear with the flair. You know what I'm saying? It's Al Bear, and today we are not in the bear cave today. We are in the garage. And who knows? You know, I ain't gonna say too much, but if you know, you know. But today we got an exciting episode. I'm excited for it. And usually I'm used to interviewing sonic hip hop artists, you know, but today in the building we got some of the best, or maybe even the best in Humboldt, I'd say, maybe in the US, because their work is crazy. But these are some of the craziest visual artists that I know out here. I like to introduce y'all, man. We got Lobo and we got Dmise up in this place. What's good, y'all? Thank you guys for coming on the podcast, bro. For real. This is crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Nah, man. Thank you guys, man. So for the people who don't know, we're gonna go because there's two people here. So I don't really interview two people at a time, you know. So we're gonna make it work this way. I'm gonna go ahead and ask y'all a question. I want to get your side. I want to get his side. So you know, we'll start off with Dmise. For the people who don't know you, let the people know who you are.
Shit. All right. Where do I start? I write Dmise. I've been out here since 2011 in Humboldt County, originally from San Antonio, Texas. And I started writing back in, I would say 99, but steady painting walls since 2001.
Damn. Getting up since a youngin', huh?
Yeah, man.
In that shit. What about you, man?
And me, man, this is Lobo Bronx made. Fucking, I've been in Humboldt since 2012. And I've been doing this graph shit consistently since 95. But the first time I painted was in 92 when I was 11.
Damn.
So pretty much the last 30 plus years, my whole life doing
shit. Y'all
shit.
be getting it too. And I be seeing y'all shit too. And it's crazy, just seeing like the reaction of like the community like absorbs you guys so well. The art, everything just makes sense, you know. And it's like you guys are some celebrities. When I'm out here chilling with y'all, I'm just seeing people walk up like, hey, what's up, what's good. So as far as like, you know, back my understanding, like graffiti was always like an underground thing, right? You're not supposed to let nobody know who you are, you know. So how like things have kind of shifted now, right? Things have shifted in a way to a degree. So what is it like now with people coming up and being like, they see your face and they know your faces now, and they're like, hey, what's up, man? That work you do is crazy. Like, what is that? What's that like as far as like the shift?
All right, so let me speak on this, right? Because the crazy thing is like, I'll be in the mall with my kids and somebody just be walking by and they be like, yo, what's up, Lobo? And I'll be like, yo, who the fuck is this? Yo, because for like 30 years, for the last 30 years, I ain't tell nobody I did graph. If you don't know me personally, like you don't know I do graph. Then about the last 3 years, I was like, fuck it, y'all need to make some money. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, people was like, yeah, yo, show your art, you're an artist. In my mind, I'm like, I'm a writer, I'm not an artist. Then little by little, I've been transitioning and like showing people my work.
Yeah.
And then it's like, fuck it, bro. I'm just gonna put myself out there. And then it's crazy, like you said, in the community, you just be walking around town. And people follow me on Instagram. They be like, yo, what up, Lobo? I was like, yo, what the fuck?
That has to be crazy, though, right? Because for the longest time, y'all had to be hiding and shit. Y'all couldn't even show your face. You couldn't be like, oh, yeah, this is me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, like, nobody knew who I was.
Because, you know, that's just fucking get you in trouble for that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about the graph world just as far as, like, my homies wrote and they did all that shit growing up. So like I was, you know, I was placed in that realm. You know, let me go watch out. I'll do that shit. I'll make my stickers and shit.
Yeah.
But
it's hip hop, you know?
Yeah. For real. It's like all street shit for real. And like what I'm hoping to gain with this podcast is to get a little bit more insight from that, because I know y'all really in the trenches out there and shit, putting up. So I seen some of you guys' work. So you said, what you say, Texas?
Yeah.
What was that like growing up out there, bro?
I mean, it was cool, man. Like Texas, San Antonio is a pretty big city. You know, I want to say like right now, I mean, it's growing. There's like 2 million plus people in that city. But when I was coming up, it was one of those things where I was focused more on painting legal walls where I was getting permission and just wanting to showcase like really like good work, really talented stuff, not trying to like rush it. I'm like a perfectionist, so I was just trying to be like super detailed and crispy clean with it. So I wasn't really doing all the crazy street shit where like people were bombing and like catching tags everywhere. But when I would dabble into that realm, it was always about like painting trains. And so that was like my main like, all right, I'm painting walls, that shit's fun, but now let's go paint some trains, and this is like, you're going into, a layup like at 2 a.m. and leaving there like at 6 a.m, before the sun's coming up or right when the sun's coming up, before the workers get there to their factory or wherever we're, little cutty spot we're painting. So like those kinds of things, like it was still like, it was underground, but I was still putting myself out there because I was painting a lot publicly, legally. And so like I was still getting recognized, even like back in like 2006, 2005, I'd be walking, down the street, like during the little art markets, and people would come up, yo, what up, Dmise? That I didn't know. And I'm like, damn, that's funny,
It's
like
crazy. It's a good feeling though. Like, you know, in a way it's a strange feeling because you're like, I don't know if this part, because it's graffiti, it's territorial, right? So it's like, is this guy saying, is he saying my name because he wants some funk, or is he saying my name because he actually appreciates the art,
Right.
Because, I mean, from what I understand, man, my friends were getting into fights and shit. Like, they were fighting, like, over some tags, and it's real, it's real shit. It's
we both got stories for days about that kind of shit, too.
We're going to get into it a little bit, but Mr. Bronx Made over here, what was it like for you growing up, bro?
All right, so I had an older cousin that did graph. So he put me on, and then I've been writing since like elementary school. So then I had my one boy used to write, I love KSK. And fucking, he was showing me how to make mop tags. And we was just around the neighborhood fucking around, you know what I mean? And then it was to the point that when my cousin had moved to East Harlem, I would jump on the train. And then from there, like, I fell in love with graph. Because I'll get on the fucking train, just look out the window. I'll just look at all the rooftops. And then it was like, fuck, yo, I need to do this. I gotta do this. And then it's just like, 30 years later, I'm still doing this shit. It's just crazy.
It's created a monster then, huh?
It created a monster.
So what would you say, like, the biggest differences in the cultures from where you came from and you came from would be, as far as, like, graffiti and style and all that?
Man, I would probably say that, well, I've never visited where he's from, and I don't think he's visited where I'm from.
No.
So it would be hard to, like, really truthfully answer that. Besides like what I know from videos and magazines, I would say like New York has more of a scene, the Bronx has more of a scene. It's that's the originating like place where hip hop started. So like I would say like it's like more blown up and more readily available for like the viewers and for all the people that are about it. And in Texas, it wasn't really like that. There was a small community. Now it's blown up a lot more. But when I was first starting, there was like, I would say like maybe like 20 artists or something like that. It was a small collective.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, and you gotta remember where I'm from. Like I was introduced to everything.
Yeah.
Like my uncle was DJing. I go outside, people's breakdancing. It was like somebody fell in each category.
Yeah.
People's rapping. So it was like.
So yeah, you grew up around every single pillar of hip hop.
Everything. So by the time I was 6, 7 years old, like my uncle had 4 Techniques and a big ass Gemini speaker.
Damn. Yeah.
And then fucking mixer and just DJing right in front of me. So I'm sitting down watching this shit.
Yeah.
And then you go outside and people just battling each other breakdancing. And then we used to just go to different neighborhoods and like go battle different breakdancers. And I wasn't even dancing.
I was gonna say,
you
bro,
know,
let me find out
like,
you out there dancing, bro.
Nah, yo. I was like the tag along. So then with graph and breakdancing or rapping or like battling, every neighborhood. So you go to another neighborhood, you're going to pass around books. You get to meet writers from other neighborhoods, and then you just keep on doing it from there.
Yeah.
But like with me, it's all like fucking cause we ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we all poor kids, and we all want to be famous, and then we all want to be seen. So who's going to be seen, or who's going to do something different? So I was a young ass kid, and I was trying to do burners already. So while like everybody's doing throw ups and tagging, I was hitting rooftops with like simple styles and burners. So then the older dudes was like, "Yo, look at this fucking little kid. This motherfucker's piecing." You know what I mean? So I like that was my shit since day one. Like I want to burn.
Mm-hmm.
So I got put on with this crew, and they wouldn't even let me piece on the walls. So I fucking whitewash all the walls from them. They're doing productions. I'm scraping the shit. I'm like 13, 14 years old.
They had my boy in a real apprenticeship.
Yeah, fucking carrying ladders. Yo, the funny story, one time I go all the way to Flatbush, Brooklyn, right?
Mm.
And they're like, yeah, yo, buff the wall, we'll be back. And I'm there with like crates of paint. I'm like 15 years old. They left for like 3-4 hours. Sun go down and everything. I'm like, damn, fuck, I'm in Flatbush, Brooklyn. I'm from the Bronx. I don't know this whole neighborhood. And then, yo, I ain't even get to paint on that wall. So then my homies would be like, hey, yo, you want to do productions? Like, yeah. They was like, make a name for yourself in the street. And then that's when I started painting with Seaman Sice. And then we just started just painting everywhere. Like, fuck this shit. I need to make a name for myself. After that, I just started painting with all the old timers.
Yeah, shit. Running with the OGs and
the
shit.
OGs from young
that,
too.
Yeah,
from
learning
young.
that game, bro. Learning that game for sure.
And that's a true story.
Man, that's just crazy. But what made you guys come out to Humboldt? Shit, if you don't mind me, there's some details you don't have to put in there, but
Yeah, I mean, pretty much like what a lot of people come out here for. You know,
okay, yeah, I feel you.
Be out in the hills, growing and hiding from helicopters and shit like that.
Yeah. Running from the cops in the streets and running from the cops in the hills, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, yo, I came out here for a different reason. Like, I was married. That shit ain't have, like, that shit fell out. And then both my parents were sick. They passed away. And then I had my best friend passed away. Like, he passed away in a rehab.
Damn.
And I'm like, damn, everybody's fucking dying on me. And I was going to, like, a fucking depression. And my boy was like, yo, come out here. Come work for me. That's it, bro. I got stuck here 13 years later, 12 years later. I'm still here. I got my kids here now. You know?
Yeah,
it's like,
shit.
Fuck, I'm just...
So all right. So you guys, obviously, you guys are doing your thing, different sides of the country, and you guys making migration out west.
Yeah.
Were you guys graphing the whole time? Were you guys still doing your art the whole time, or was there like a little pause?
When I first got out to the hill, there was definitely a pause. I just was like focused on, learning a whole new craft, which was growing, and like just thought, man, this matters, because like I'm like I used to be like a really huge advocate for like weed smoking and the medicinal properties of it all. I mean, I still am, but I just don't smoke now. When I got into it, I was just like, damn, this graph shit, art, none of that's like really paying the bills like doing hard labor farming work was. So like I've never been like, one of those that's like half-ass anything. Whatever I put my mind to, I was gonna go like full 100%, and so like I did that. Once I got into that, it was like really hard for me to separate, the two. Like, oh shit, I'm working so hard that I don't even have time to paint or even want to paint. On my days off, I just want to chill, and kick it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there were some moments in time where I was like, damn, like I took like some years off. I mean, I'd still go and paint every now and then. Like there used to be that place behind the Eureka Mall, the Devil's Playground. So I'd go, on breaks from the hill, go paint back there and, do my little thing. But, scratch the itch. Mm-hmm. But, it was like one of those things where people were like, God damn, Dmise fell off, or like, oh, he disappeared. He went somewhere else with it. So like that was one of those times. And I look back at it, I'm like, damn, I probably would have been like, so much farther along in my graffiti career if I, wouldn't have done that.
When would you say was like the spark when you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm jumping back into this shit?
I would say like 2015. It was my last year on the hill was like 2014, and to get like personal and deep about it, like I lost a homie that like actually put me on game.
Oh damn.
Lost him in a very tragic, violent way that I was like, damn man, like I don't want to like be associated with this shit anymore. That took the wind out of my sails. That like killed the fun for me,
Yeah.
And I just kind of just like was depressed for a while, and just said, man, the only thing that's like really got me is my art.
Yeah.
And so I just turned back to that. Just went back to painting, and just trying to like do that full time.
Yeah, you got to remember, like, what's the last thing that made me happy?
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's it. That's always there.
Always shit. It's like that's when you know it's not on you, it's in you. You feel me? Like
for sure.
It's what you got in your heart. What about you, Lobo?
Yo, so with me, I will always find a place to paint. Mm-hmm. Out there you're gonna find a fucking abandoned trailer in the woods or fucking some tunnel in the middle of nowhere. I fucking always find a place to paint at least like 10 times throughout the year, but I sketch, and you see how I be sketching on Facebook. Yeah. Bro, I put in like months, like every time there was downtime, just drawing. Like I produced like thousands of fucking drawings, and I still do to this day. But to be honest with you, it's been like the last 3 years, right? So the last 3 years, I started like, I'm not, I'm like a civilian, whatever now. So a family man
He's
now,
a
you know what I mean?
He's
So
a swell guy.
So fucking the last 3 years, I fucking put myself back out there. Then 2 years ago, I started painting with you. And then after that, it's just been like, fuck yo, we trying to get in like 2 or 3 of them a month. And it may not seem like a lot, but they start adding up. You know what I mean?
Every little bit adds up in the end, bro.
And then it's like this past year, it's like now like people in the community. Mm-hmm. We did the gym. We did the Rebel Retro. We did the Summer Street Project.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking like people's businesses is like reaching out to us like, yo, come on, yo, we need y'all work inside our business.
Bro. You guys are like a dynamic duo, bro. I swear every time I see him, I'm gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. I always feel like something's wrong whenever I'm like, man, what you got to do? You know what I'm saying? If I see him without you, I'm like, what's going on, bro? No, I'm just messing around. But like a lot of the time I see like, your guys is like your chemistry.
Yeah, man.
And it's like you guys push each other to go like that much further, and that's important as like artists to have somebody that's there to like, you know what? Because it does get kind of like hard when you're out there by yourself, but when you got somebody like lighting the fire under your ass, makes you want to do better. You guys agree with that?
Oh, 100%, dude.
Hey, yo, because I was going to say, I'm sorry to cut you off. It's like this is my teammate. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we reflecting off each other. Yeah. So if I do something trash, I don't want him to be like, damn, yo, he's painting with somebody doing some trash shit. Mm. You know what I mean? So I want my shit to be pristine. And at my age and the years I put into the shit, I go to work when I paint. I put on my headphones. Mm-hmm. I don't pay attention to nobody. Like when you paint illegal walls, I'm like, yo, I go to work. Mm-hmm. Because I know the shit that he's capable of doing. So now I want my shit to shine with him. You know what I mean? So it's been a good past 2 years, bro. And
y'all been killing it, bro. Y'all been killing it.
But he's been like pushing me to go cleaner, because before I paint fast though.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yo, go a little cleaner. So now I've been going a little cleaner, but then he's been limiting his palette. So when he was going all crazy, and now he's doing like a little limited palette to certain things, people see that and like, damn, yo, we could do anything together.
Yeah. And that's like, you see the symbiotic, the symbiosis between you guys. It's like, so let's see. When I first met you guys, I was shooting a promo for some merch, and the homie Cosmo had took me by, and he was just like, because I was just shooting ideas at him, and he's like, oh, there's, these dudes are painting over here at Redwood Retro. He's like, we can get some cool ass shots right there, and then that's when I met you guys, and then the homegirl did some dancing and shit from the video, and like that shit. To be honest, bro, that's some of the highest views I got. Everybody was like, what's up, bro? That's a sick ass graffiti in the back. That shit is tight. And I'm like, yeah, bro, these are the local legends right here, bro. So like, far as that, what was it like? Because you guys done some pretty big events painting, right? What was it like doing the Canna Fest?
Oh, it was dope. Like, anytime that we do anything together, I feel like, you know, we try to like get the whole crew, the whole OC crew that we represent, Out of Control or Orale Carna. We that's like 4 of us. That's me, Lobo, Dre, and Acres, and we try to get everybody to be on like the same page. Let's all like go hard. Let's all do it. So when we're doing those walls together, it's awesome, man. Like it's one of those things where like we stand out because of how much we push ourselves and push each other to like do the best that you can. And it doesn't matter like if there's an event happening behind us or lots of people watching or walking by or, you know, saying what's up. It's like we're focused on doing something that's hella dope. When a lot of people are painting here and there and then going, oh, I got to go catch this concert. I got to go catch this performance, or I got to go smoke out with some homies, you know. And this last one, it was like me and Lobo were just like super dialed in. Like,
serious, bro. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was like, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to nobody or rude to people, but like I came to work, you know what I mean? Because I want that first place in my mind. Like I want us to have the best shit.
Yeah.
And we had a concept, right? But the way we painted, everything was freestyle. So we painted off the top of our head too. Yeah. So not only that we fucking doing this crazy mural, we just went on the spot like, yo, we're gonna have this shit broken apart like a comic book.
Yeah, yeah.
And we just did it right there on the spot, like no sketching, no nothing.
That's crazy you telling me that right now, bro. Y'all blowing my mind because every time I'm seeing, like, I'm like, bro, these guys have to have it mapped out just how clean it looks.
It's all
that's all freestyle.
Yeah,
that's all freestyle.
Y'all heard that shit. The audience, y'all heard that shit live, bro.
Freestyle.
Ain't no bullshit.
If we plan anything out, it's color schemes.
Yeah,
like the Redwood Retro thing. All right, let's do black fill, and it wasn't even black. That was like a really dark gray, but it looks black. So let's do that fill with a lime green outline, and then like put in all these wild colors inside the piece. And, you know, we're going to do some weird background elements, whatever. But that's as far as we go about planning it. We don't sketch it out beforehand or whatever. We'll walk up to a wall. We'll measure it out. We're like, all right, let's say it's 40 feet. All right, here's 20 feet in the center. You got that side, I got that side. Rock your shit.
That's it. Yeah.
And just go for it, you know? And usually we put on some good music, you know, vibe out and just like get cracking at it.
Yeah.
And we'll step back and look what each other's doing. Oh, okay, I see you got a little bit of like curvatures in yours and like, you know, some sharp points. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more curves in mine because mine was looking too straight, you know. So you know we'll kind of feed off each other like that, you know. It's pretty dope.
Nah, it's really fucking dope to me. That shit's sick because it's like, and that's what makes like your guys' style because it's different. But then the little elements, like you said, oh, he's putting more curves over here, make me put mine. That's what makes y'all work together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just like, to me, that's just dope as far as like seeing artists. Cause I'm a fan of art. You know, I love music. I love everything of the art. So when I'm seeing boom, boom, like when Red Retro, like when I seen both of them, I was like, dude, this shit is crazy. Like, it's just crazy just how like you guys can just like feed off of each other like that. And would you guys say that it took some time, or was it something that was just natural? Like you guys to like get that like symbiosis down, that symbiotic.
Well, the first time we painted next to each other, we did totally different things.
Yeah, we were just kind of like
we just like introducing each other,
acquaintances.
Like, acquaintances, right? And then after that, then we painted on the container in the yard, and we matched our pieces that time. And it seems like since that first time that we painted on that container, pretty much everything, like we just like feeding off each other.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, I'm going to go a little wild today. Okay. Fuck it, I'll go wild too. So one day, yo, I'm going to go a little boxy. Then he's switching up, go boxy.
Yeah.
And we just say like little shit like that, and then bang, the shit just happens. It's crazy, bro. It's like I said, no planning. We may have a color scheme, or like one time, I had a shit ton of scraps. So scraps is like when the can is about to run out. So So I'm like, yo, I got 30, 40 cans. Let's just use every color we got and put it into our name.
Damn.
So my piece got like 37 colors. So and his piece probably got like 30, 40 colors in it.
Jeez.
And we was just like pink, white, blue, just little dots of like colors everywhere.
Yeah.
And the piece came out fire.
Yeah, that piece was dope.
That's creative at its finest, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is creative at its finest.
Yo, 'cause I wanted to dead my paint. I'm like, yo, I got a scrap. I got like 50 scraps. I got to kill this shit. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, you don't want to be holding on to like it's like holding on to, you know, a bag of chips that there's like only crumbs at the bottom. You're like, why are you gonna just do that? Just eat it. I know you're full, but just eat those crumbs. Just eat that little bag of chips. You know,
Man, shit, paint's expensive, bro. You want to use every little bit, every little drop of that shit.
And when he got there, he was a little like, damn, y'all never did no 50 colors shit before, remember?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, he was a little stressed out. I'm like, I'll tell yo, Dmise, you could do it. I already know he could do it.
Yeah.
And bro, and to me, that's one of my favorite pieces that he's done.
Damn.
yeah, that was cool too because I remember I was in party mode at that point. Like I like showed up late to the wall, like probably like 3 hours late, hungover as fuck, just being like, damn, why did I like go all out the night before? And then
I was already like 20 colors in.
yeah, no, he was in it. So I was
cracking.
So he had I had a good reference point for seeing what he was doing and just being like, all right, I'm gonna implement that into my style, you know?
Yeah.
And when he was telling me, hey, you should do that, I was just like, oh, I already have like something else kind of planned out, but you're so hype about it, about me wanting to do that. All right, I'm gonna entertain you. I'll do it, even though I feel like this is gonna be the wackest piece I've ever done. But then it came out fire. I was like, all right, cool. Like I trusted what his vision, and then and just kind of like I wanted to empty out a bunch of my paint too. I had a bunch of scraps. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Why am I holding on to all this? Like this is dumb. Like let me just get busy.
And that's sick though. Like, you know, like that's so we're going back to like you guys pushing each other. You know?
Yeah.
He was having a little off day. He was like, nah, you got this shit.
Yo, there's been times too, like I'll call him and I'll be like, yo, let's go paint tomorrow. He'll be like, oh, I don't know, it may rain or some shit, right? Like the last minute, like we did this little King Salmon spot, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Right? We wasn't even gonna paint, like, oh fucking it, you know, let's just go out. And bro, and the shit came out fresh too, and we both did something different.
Yeah.
It was like, fuck, I went straight 80s retro looking.
It was like 3 hours of work.
Yeah, 3 hours of work, but we made it look like a little production.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere.
A little cutty spot, you know? Just
So,
like
as far as like, you know, you don't gotta give out no locations or nothing, but as far as location, is that something you guys like think about as well? Like you said, color schemes, is like location something you guys think about? Like,
yeah, I mean it is one of those things that you have to consider is it going to be like raw concrete, you know, does it have color on it already? What background can we do? So the colors are always come up. Most of the time how we work colors is we'll call each other, be like, yo, what colors you got? Well, you got reds? All right, let me look through mine. I got some reds too, because I got a shit ton of paint. But it's all because, like, you know, I've done like a bunch of mural jobs. I've done a bunch of like different like commission gigs where I had them buy the paint. I always have them buy extra just in case, you know, and then I get left with a bunch of paint. So it's like cool. Like it just adds to my collection, and that's been building up for like 10 years, you know? Yeah. So I got a lot of paint, even like cans that are like 10 years old. Surprisingly, they'll still work. You put a fat cap on it, shake it up, and it still works.
Rock that shit.
Yep, rock that shit.
So like, what's the feeling like? Because I mean, I see you guys do, like I said, go to a lot of events. I want to talk about the events you guys do too. Like, what's it feel like to see your guys' like art like hanging up and like in exhibitions now? Like, because I know you guys seeing your stuff up on the wall, but like now it's like inside. There's price tag on it.
Oh yeah,
and it's like, what does that feel like? You know, it's gotta feel, to me, it's gotta feel good.
Well, it was my first time 2 years ago when I did the one at the Epitome Gallery.
Yeah.
That was my first time ever showing my artwork like to the public.
Damn.
And then like I didn't know how it worked. Like how many pieces should I do? So I ended up doing like in 3 months I did like 60 paintings. So I went with like 60 different paintings. Damn. And then people was just like, yo, what the fuck? because I thought like, yo, it's a gallery. You're supposed to have shit to sell. So I went, just went to ham. So I was working in the sawmill, come home at night, 2, 3 in the morning, start painting at 5, sleep a couple hours, wake up with my kids, go back to work, come back, paint. So by the time like 3, 4 months were up, when the gallery show came, I counted that shit. I had 62 paintings. And man, that shit was fresh, bro. Like the way like the whole community came, Neck, and his boys came, everybody was rapping. You know what I mean? I finally got to meet a couple of people. Did you rap that day? Were you there that day?
Maybe, bro. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, when I had like the painting with the breakdance on the wall, and then I had the king.
Probably, because I do remember seeing a lot of your stuff in the Epitome Gallery.
And I was like, damn, bro. But that was my first time ever having a show.
Yeah.
Like the first time people saw my face in public. You know, like, fuck.
Yeah, and that's crazy too, because I was telling Lobo the other day, like I had gotten a sticker like a while ago.
About the No Days Off?
Yeah, the No Days Off Lobo. And yeah, it's crazy. He was just tattooing me the other day. I was like, damn, it's crazy, bro. Like I'm sitting here talking to you. I didn't even know who you were, bro. That's so crazy.
What's up. You got that the Epitome Gallery?
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably, yeah. It was every time I was fucking out there, you know.
Yeah, shout out Julia.
Yeah, she always does what she can for the visual arts, bro. And I think that's super dope, you know.
And with me personally, I'm still trying to change my mindset that I'm an artist. Because like to me, like Dmise is an artist. You know what I mean? Akers and Dre, like they're artists. I still got in my mind like, oh, I'm a writer. Like nobody ain't supposed to know who I am. So I get a little standoffish to people, and they may see me and they be like, yo, who the hell is that big dude just grilling everybody? And
all I gotta tell you about is the shoes are there. Put them on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Walking them shoes, bro.
It's the same thing with the tats. I remember I was telling you, like, I've been doing this on and off for years, and it's like, I still like, shh, you know, like, be quiet. Like, nah, bro, you gotta let people know what you're doing.
You got to, bro. You gotta sometimes you gotta pop out and show them. You feel me?
Yeah. But lately, you see, I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, we got some surprise guests up in here or what? What you got? You on live?
No, I'm just popping in on my stories so that way people can see. Tap in.
Man.
HipHopHumboldt podcast.
HipHopHumboldt. Hey.
With Albert.
So this past we're already November, man. Damn. So what was one of your guys' favorite pieces that you guys done so far?
Oh man, my favorite piece I think we did together, me and him, is probably Rebel Retro.
That Rebel Retro joint went hard for sure.
And we started the year with that. That was in February.
Yeah.
And then besides that, I think the Canifest.
Yeah, that Canifest one went crazy too.
Canifest.
Shout out to Dre with that Max character.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Hey, shout out Dre, because that's one of the most solid dudes. You know, I see that for all the time. His work's crazy too.
Yeah, he's dope. He's a hell of a talented artist, and just a really funny cat. Like,
he's cool as fuck. Maybe with your guys' help, maybe we can get him on the pod too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we need to get him on. We need to hear his story because he's got stories for days, and he's a really great storyteller.
And I appreciate you asking us to get on here.
Man, because dog. No, you know what?
No, dead ass, because like people forget about graph. You know, when they think about hip hop, they just think about rapping.
It's all, bro. It's the whole street culture, bro. Yeah. You know, like hip hop to me is all street culture.
And graph been my whole entire life.
You know,
like this is all I know how to do. Mm-hmm. I know that may sound weird to people, but I'm like, all I know how to do is use my hands.
Yeah.
No.
And that's what, and this goes back to this, but that's what makes you an artist, my brother.
Yeah, you know
what I mean?
And I'm just starting to accept that I'm an artist. You know what I mean? Because a long time, you know, you got family and people, they're like, oh, yeah, he doing graph. You know what I mean? Like, they look down on you over that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's been times that I've been able to pay my rent and pay my bills. And people come into my house like, yo, I want to buy this and buy that. And I'm like, yo, it's crazy. What the fuck? Want to buy a painting?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Right?
And it's crazy. Like I said, bro, and it's so crazy, like, because, you know, graffiti was, you know, secretive thing then, but it's like now the community just accepts you guys. Arms open, you know, like it's not just, fucking somebody painted on the wall.
Well, when we did the Summer Street wall, I tried to get more walls locally in the community. So I even had like a meeting with the mayor.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, I'm putting my face out there, like, yo, what's up? This is me, Lobo. I'm with Dmise, Dre, and Akers, and we're trying to get more walls in the community so we could brighten up the community too. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
hopefully, you know what I mean, with the more work we put in and like the more businesses see like the kind of work we're doing, I think it's just going to keep on growing from here.
Yeah, bro. And you guys, you know, it's like I'm pretty sure there's like a community out here already, but like between you guys, like four of you guys, like there's like that's something special right there because people hover around that, you know, and like to me, like that's how you guys are giving back to the community. And
Most
I think
definitely.
That's super dope. Is like, you know, it's like everybody forgets about art. Like art's important to people.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you feel something. That the artists, you know, you guys know how to. Not everybody knows how to paint. You know, so once you're able to like bring that into somebody's world, it literally brightens it up and shit. You know.
Yeah.
And like that's what I appreciate about you guys because so vibrant.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So vibrant. The last Redwood Retro market that they had. You know,
Oh, yeah,
so
that
you
was-
scratch ass. I met his son, and then you was out there. You were doing your thing, you know, and you made a little painting right there off the scratch, bro. You pulled up and started painting, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Like what's your favorite way, Dmise? What's your favorite like atmosphere to create in?
My favorite atmosphere.
Yeah, to like how do you like when you're painting or whatever you're creating? Like, what is your favorite? Like, what's your way? Like, how do you like your setting to be?
That's a good question because I feel like I can be, depending on my mood, it could be like opposite ends of the spectrum as far as like the atmosphere. Like I honestly really enjoy being in the studio and just being by myself with my headphones on, listening to like, you know, some dope music or a podcast or something just to zone out and just concentrate, work on some art that way. But then I also do like being out in the public or like at an event, like you're saying, that Redwood Retro, that vintage market. Like that shit's fun, you know, because it's like, it's a whole different audience. There's people watching. Sometimes like I'm inspiring people, you know, oh, I want to paint something now. And that shit's dope too. But then there's also like some really fun, like, I guess like the adrenaline rush of like going to paint something illegally, you know, unsanctioned, on a found object. and just being in that zone of being like, oh shit, like is somebody gonna pop around the corner, or like, you know, somebody gonna put a spotlight on me, or like, you know, it used to be crazier back in the day. You know, I'll still do some like little like chill spots that, you know, are off the beaten path, you know, out of the public's eye. But those kinds of atmospheres are a lot of fun too, just for like the stories and just the memories.
Yeah. And that makes sense. You know, it's how you feel. Paint what you feel. And, you know, each one of those situations puts you in a different feeling, you know. It's pretty crazy to think about. What about you, Lobo? What's your favorite, like, atmosphere to paint in?
So, like, right now, like, I paint at night. So I got a family. So I got to wait till everybody's in bed. Everything's taken care of. And then I could just zone out, you know. So this is my studio right here. So I paint in here, but it's really actually painting with this dude. Sometimes I'll be in a slump and it's like something ain't going right and my mind's all fucked up. And I'll be like, yo, Dmise, yo, what's up, man? What the fuck we doing today? And just getting out, like he said, we can go to a little cutty spot. And then we know we only got 2-3 hours of sunlight left. And we got to try to produce something. So there's really no even talking. It's just like, all right, you want to square? Okay, play some music. But me, I'll be talking shit that like throughout the whole time. I'll make jokes to, right?
It's true.
So I'll just be talking like, it's like a fucking going to see my therapist, you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, yo, Dmise, yo, you're going to hear my weekly stress right now. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And I know, but he's probably not even listening to half the shit I'm saying. But
Cap.
no, right, yo, that ass. So I'll just be talking for no reason.
I'm listening, man. I'm tuning in.
I'll be talking about shit that happened in '95 sometimes. You know what I mean? Just to get it out of my system. And man, by the end of the night, when we like go back and like we're looking at the photo, like, damn, y'all can't believe we just did that shit. Yeah. Shit is hard, bro. Shit is dope.
That shit come from your mind. You know,
and,
you know, like you said, and it's all, you know, it's all therapeutic, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when you got somebody with you too.
Yeah.
You know, do you feel the same way? Do you be getting out there sometimes and you be feeling, you know, sometimes you just gotta let it off, you know? Because painting itself is therapeutic, but if you got a homie to just like, you know, lend you an ear. And that's what I'm saying, bro. The chemistry y'all got together is what makes like your collaborative pieces. Because, you know, you guys are obviously great artists on your own. Yeah. But then whenever you guys get together, it's just like,
it's like Voltron, right?
Yeah, bro. Powerhouse, bro. Yeah. It's a powerhouse. For real, for real.
I agree with that 100%. And agree with what Lobo said, too. It's like when we're together, it's solid, man. That shit's fucking... Like, I know that whatever we paint is going to be dope. Yeah. Like, I don't have any, like, doubt in my mind.
So, like, if I paint alone, I know it's going to be dope. But if, like, there's a Demise next to my shit, it's just like an inch better. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, yo, look at this shit we pulled together. Yeah. And then, like, out of towners is seeing this. Then my homies from back east is hitting me up. Like, yo, man, come out here. And they always saying, yo, you and Demise. Yeah. You know, so now, like, they see that bridge. So we got bridges, like, throughout this whole United States that we can go anywhere. And be like, yo, and then they always saying, yo, you and Dmise, you and Dmise, you and Dmise.
And when you're working with somebody, it you know, it gets a little, like, hard. For me, because I work with, you know, me and my buddy have a mixtape coming out. And I've always done music by myself. Like, did you guys have partners, like, have you ever had a partner, like a duo like this before?
Yeah, I had, but like, you know, people end up having families, and then like I said, like my parents got sick. Then my partner at the time moved to Florida, and then my other partner passed away, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck I do? So I moved out here to Cali, and then this shit.
Yeah. What about you? You had any like duo? You had another duo before this one?
Yeah. When I first started painting, I was painting a lot with my boy Inks. He's known as Richie Billions now. He's doing his thing out in Colorado. But yeah, for years, people would just be like, yeah, you and Inks, man, you guys are fucking killing it. You know, it's in San Antonio. It was like from, I would say 2001 until 2009 or something like that. We had a good stretch where we were just like, when we paint walls together, we would go all in and do like dope ass shit. And he's like super talented, would do like these 3D lettering and just crazy shit. So like it would push me to go all out too. Yeah. And then I also had another partner when I lived down in the valley, which is like 4 hours south of San Antonio, which is like, it's called the Rio Grande Valley in Texas, close to Mexico. I lived in a little place called Harlingen, Texas. And then my boy News lived in McAllen, and then me and News would link up and we'd paint together, and people knew us down there in that area, being like, damn, you guys, whenever you guys paint together, you guys do some dope ass shit. So like, you know, those were like the two main painting partners for me. Yeah. You know, when I was coming up. And then now, you know, I still got like some painting partners when I'd go back to Texas and link up with people and paint. Or if I ever go to Colorado and link up with my boy Inks, you know, we could get cracking. But yeah, man, once I moved out here to California, it was kind of like that all went away because it was just, I came out here solo cholo, you know, just like, I'm going to have to like tap in and like link up with some other cats. And I've definitely painted some dope walls with, you know, like my boy Knock, Ressa, Helix, like a lot of these cats that I met out here. But nothing like the solid, consistent painting like me and Lobo have been putting out, you know, and then, you know, I'll go paint with Acres too. Acres is another one where we go out and we'll go paint some like fun spots and stuff like that. But it's I don't know, man. It's something different. Yeah, you know.
I was saying you guys got this little symbiotic thing going on, bro, and it works out, bro. And, do you guys think? Do you think it was like a little difficult at first to like at least like trust each other?
Or tell him what I told you.
Oh yeah, well, we had done this live painting thing at the Crisp Lounge.
Yeah.
And it was like a show put on by Knack.
Yeah.
Goldilocks spinning,
Yeah.
you know. Shout out to Knack One.
The general.
And Goldilocks.
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hey, never disrespect the general,
Yeah.
Mr. Goldie. Those are the homies right there.
Yeah,
Cam,
for
Cam,
sure.
what up, Cam?
Yeah, Cam is dope.
Cam is dope.
Honestly, hey, Cam is
What up,
dope. Isn't
Imbo?
that? Hey, so real quick, big shout out to Cam is dope because
For
we
real.
got a radio show. Hip Hop Humble got a radio show now.
Oh, nice.
First episode, Cam is dope pulled up out of nowhere.
Oh, that's
straight
what's
up out of
up.
love, you know.
Nice.
And we're talking to him, and afterwards, he was just, you know, he brought it up. He was like, "Bro, you should get Lobo and Dmise on here." You know, I feel like they were really, and so ever since then,
Hell yeah.
and
Yeah,
after
no,
we get,
yeah.
and then you hit me up, and then after that, I was like, "Bro, it's meant to be." But so shout out, Cam is dope.
And then the dope thing, you see his
Hell
new
yeah.
video, he's rapping in front of my piece.
yeah,
So I was like, oh, all right,
Hell
all right.
yeah,
And then he said
shit.
the whole no days off. And I was like, okay.
see,
Yeah.
see, that's what I'm saying. The community, bro, y'all are the community out here for real. Like, that's what I love about Humboldt is the community of like the arts, bro. Like everybody just comes together and makes shit happen.
Right.
You know, everybody comes together and makes shit happen.
Yo,
Yeah.
but you remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It took a whole year.
So to backtrack,
Yeah.
we're at the Crisp Lounge. We're doing that live art, you know, live painting. And bro, every time I say live art, it almost sounds like I'm saying live art. I'm like, nah, bro, like live painting, okay? And afterwards, you know, I mean, everybody's chiefing in there. I was still smoking at the time, so I'm like, I'm just high as fuck. Got the munchies, and I'm like, yo, man, like, you want to go eat somewhere? Asking Lobo. He's like, yeah, man, like, what's open? I'm like, I don't know. Like, we can go to In-N-Out. That's open. It's right down the street. He's like, man, there's got to be something better than we can eat. You know what? I got some food at my crib if you want to pull up. You know, I'll cook something dope. And bro, Lobo is one of the fucking best cooks around, man. He can cook some
God
food.
damn, bro, what can't you do, motherfucker?
He can cook some
Yo, rest in
food.
peace to my grandmother. When I was a little kid, I was that little fat kid in the kitchen just watching everything. So I
Man.
got that shit in
Hey,
my brain.
You want to eat? You gotta
For
cook, huh?
Bro, he can cook, man. But yeah, when we're here, you know, we're chilling, we're eating. He was like, yo, bro, I never bring anybody over here.
It's a fact.
He's like, I got trust issues, you know, and I'm like, me too. And he was like, look, like, how long we've been knowing each other? When was that first time that we painted next to each other at the live art walls, the Canifest walls? I'm like, yeah, it's been like a whole year. He's like, right? So it's been like a whole year before I allowed you here in my crib. You know, we're all getting all deep, drinking some beers and shit, you know. But it was, you know, it was a really like, it was a beautiful moment for me because I was like, yo, that's what's up, because I value that kind of like trust and that kind of just honoring your feelings and your boundaries of as far as bringing somebody into your personal space, you know, because I mean, shit, like, I know what it's like, man. Like, it's so yeah. It was dope.
Yeah, bro. That's like that's solidified. Like, you know, it's making that relationship solid. You know,
For sure.
Hey, yo, like, cause now I let people over, whatever, right? But they don't go in my house. You know what I mean? I keep my family separate. I'm real guarded over my family. So that's why I told him. I said, bro, I know you for a whole year. We already been painting together. And like, I want to make you dinner, but like, you my homie for sure. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I don't really got that out here. Like, yo, like, this is my homie out here. Like I got a lot of associates, a lot of people that's friends. But this is like, you know, like, this is my brother now, you know?
Yeah.
And I see him that way.
Solid.
So if he's ever down, I want to make sure he up.
And then
If I'm down, like, he makes sure I'm up, you know?
yeah, and that shit goes beyond painting.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm
Exactly. 100. Yeah, and it's crazy too because we don't even gotta communicate that to each other. Like, it could be one of those things where like I don't see him posting or like sharing stuff and stories or whatever, and like I know something's off, so then I'll be like, yo, you good? And vice versa, he'll do the same thing. He'll be like, yo, what's up, man? And I'm like, just chilling. He's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, why? He's like,
I can tell already, you know what I mean?
like, I'm like, why? Like, getting all like,
in,
you know,
just seeing, bro, just tapping in.
I get all defensive, but then I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right, bro. I'm in a little funk right now. You're like, well, shit, let's go paint. And I'm like, but I don't really feel like painting. Bro, once you get that can in your hand, you're going to be feeling so much better. Come on, just get that can in your hand. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go pick you up.
Hey, yo, there was one time me, him, and Dre, we was painting in the straight rain. Right? It was dumping rain. Remember that shit?
It's true.
On this little ass wall that we only had like 5 feet from the wall to the fence.
Damn.
It was like dumping rain. It was like, we didn't even have no, like, there's no even reason to paint that
That's
spot.
what I'm saying. It's like, what's that even? How's the paint even coming out?
But you know what? It was one of the best experiences we had, man. We was all laughing, fucking singing in the rain and shit.
Yeah, that whole experience was dope because that wall was a virgin wall. It was raw concrete.
Yeah, raw concrete.
So the rain wasn't really saturating the wall. The spray can like get absorbed.
Yeah.
The paint got absorbed into the wall. But once you like put on like layers and start saturating the wall with paint, then the rain would start making your paint drip.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
so like
yeah,
we'd have
yeah.
to like paint fast and just like try to get it, you know, and
Yeah.
crush it. And we were having fucking great times in the rain, man. We were laughing too. We're like, yeah, this is Humboldt right here, you know, painting in the rain. I think
Right.
that was like, I want to say like last year, probably around this time.
Yeah.
Damn. See, y'all always putting in that motherfucking work. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's a trip to think about, man. But yeah, man, shit's fucking dope.
So where do you guys like? Where do you see you guys? What is your 2025 looking like? Like you guys, what are you guys goals for next year?
Yeah, can I answer this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like traveling. I want to go paint like at the graffiti jams that are happening. You know, like you got like Meeting of Styles. You've got Paint Lewis. You've got Art Basel. So like, and then there's the ones that over in New York that are happening that Lobo can tell you more
And then
about.
the
Baltimore one.
Baltimore walls, and they have the Boom Street in New York. And like I said earlier, we already got bridges. So we got relationships with people in different states. So like, even if I can't make it to New York, I know he'll be straight out there.
Yeah.
You know, and like even in Florida, I got people in Florida. I'm like, yo, you can go to Florida. I already know he'd be straight with good people, not no regular like fucking bums and shit.
Yeah.
So when he's gonna go paint, he gonna have that same kind of quality of fucking writers out there.
Yeah.
You know, peace to all my New York people. Ovi, Kilo.
See, my boy, for the people
You know
who
what I
can't
mean?
see, people can't see what's going on in the pod right now. Lobo's
Yeah.
going crazy in his live.
Yeah, Lobo's on the live stream. He's doing his thing. Yeah,
Hey, my boy, a celebrity, bro. He be acting like it too. Look at this.
oh, this shit's dope, man. But yeah, that's what I plan on, you know, doing 2025. Like, just trying to like, you know, do more events.
Yeah.
You know, putting ourselves out there, past or like outside of Humboldt.
Yeah.
You know, but still also like going crazy out here too. Trying to like do more. Trying to get the city of Eureka or Arcata or McKinleyville, any of those places here in Humboldt, to accept graffiti as an art form, like graffiti letters. Because a lot of like, you know, like the Eureka Street Art Festival, they want street art, but they don't want letters. You know, they're like gatekeeping as to what can be put on walls, and you know, they just have a limited view of how it can be portrayed.
Yeah.
Because they're seeing like the stuff that's like vandalism around the city, which, you know, that shit's dope too. I mean, to me, not to them, but it's like one of those things where they don't see it as like, oh, you could do like these like really colorful, elaborate murals that are graffiti based. Like we got letters, we got some characters, we got some backgrounds. We could tell a story.
Yeah.
You know, with the graffiti.
Yeah. Well,
mural.
like the city still kind of looks at it like it's vandalism. Almost,
Yeah.
You know.
Or it's
bullshit, bro.
Or it's like it
Or like it's going to promote more vandalism.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I try to reach out to the mayor.
Yeah, that's.
And then it was like, yeah, you know.
And then we did that one on Summer Street where it was right next to a baseball park, little league baseball field. Lobo's homies own this house that has a privacy fence that is facing that baseball field. So we went ahead and did the Sandlot theme.
Dope.
We did graffiti, we did our names, but we also put the Sandlot characters in there. And then we did the dog, the beast, and we did a whole baseball theme for the kids. And like,
the parents loved it.
You should have heard the praise that we were getting from everybody. They were
already here, bro.
They were stoked, man. Like, it was dope. And even the little kids, they're like, because we're like, man, is this gonna be too dated? Like, are the kids gonna understand? Like, this is the Sandlot, because like they're little kids. We were little kids when we watched this movie, but it's a classic especially for kids that are playing baseball.
Yeah,
their folks are definitely showing them that movie. What I mean? So they were like, oh, the Great Bambino. Oh, the Sandlot. Oh, that's the Beast. Yeah, the Sandlot. Yeah, we love your mural. So like, it was hype, bro.
Yeah,
It was hype.
That's pretty cool, bro.
And then another dope thing about that the community gave us the funds to do it too.
Oh, damn.
So I put up a post like, hey, we doing a wall on Summer Street. And what's the plumbing company? That dude gave us money.
Hovarth.
Yeah, Hovarth's Plumbing. The support Humboldt dude, what's his name? The support Humboldt
Case.
dude. Case.
Case.
Yeah, Case blessed us.
Hell yeah, bro.
A few people bless us.
Shout out Case too, bro. He's a supporter of
and
this.
then we end up using the money locally too. So we used the money at the Epitome Gallery, so everything stood in the community.
Yeah.
So not only we giving the community a mural, right? So we spending the money locally, so everything is like for the community. You know?
Yeah, and that's how that's why I said like what you guys do is big. It's beyond painting. Yeah. You guys is bringing a community together, and it's not. I don't look at it as fan base. I look, because the fan base is a community, but this is like the local community. And everybody, and that's why I said everybody receives your guys' art, and because they get to see little bits of who you guys are. Now that you guys are putting yourself out there like that, it's like it's dope to see, bro. That's all I'm just saying.
And that's important to me, like the whole community thing, because I grew up like in the Bronx. Everybody in the neighborhood take care of each other. That's just how I grew up. If I was down the street, somebody would be like, yo, Lobo, your mom's just looking for you. And I feel like nowadays there's really no more community. Everybody just worrying about themselves. And I'm not like that.
Yeah.
If I see a bear took all the trash out from my neighbor's trash, if I see it, I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Because we got to take care of our community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same thing. Like, if we're going to shine together, we're going to make the community shine too. Because this is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I respect Humboldt, man. Like, Humboldt's done a lot of good for me. It's done a lot of bad for me too. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean? I went through some hard times out here, but I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep on striving out here. Like the snowball's been growing, and I feel like it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, bro, and I see it growing too. So I asked Dmise what, he answered what he wanted to be doing for 2025. What do you got planned for 2025, Lobo?
2025, I'm going to keep on slaying that ink. You know what I mean? Like that's
tattoos.
Besides graph, tattoos is like my next
y'all hear
thing.
it, bro. If y'all listening to this, hit the man up. Hit the man up.
Hey, yo, dead ass, because I did those little flash sheets, because I've been doing it on and off for over 20 years. So then my boy comes from out of town and put the battery in my back. Like, yo, bro, how come you ain't doing this? You could take care of your family.
Shout out Motive.
And then the next thing you know, I've done worked almost every day this week. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, fuck, I could take care of my family doing this. You know what I mean? So,
and you good at it, bro. Shit, I mean, that's why I was surprised you even hit me up to give me a tattoo. Yeah. 'Cause I already know how, like, the work that, that you be putting up is like.
Yo, but it's the same shit with graph. Like, I didn't want nobody to see it until I felt in my mind it was that good. You know what I mean? Yeah. So a lot of people like, yo, how come you don't post this shit? I'll be like, yo, because it got to be in that level that I want people to be like, oh, this shit is fire. Yeah. And I finally feel that way. Like, yo, the tat is just as good as the.
Wanna know how I know you were good at tattoos, bro? Is when you're doing the bear on my arm. Yeah. And he wiped the thing. when he's wiping, he's smiling.
Hey, yo,
I know this motherfucker did something crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
I know he did.
yo, you know what it is? When I see it, it's like I could picture that shit on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's just as good. Like I don't want no bullshit tattoos no more. I got dozens of them. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So if I'm wiping the tat and that shit is looking good, I'm like, damn, bro, I picture that shit on me.
Yeah.
And then when Motive was here, he was like, yo, we like shamans. We like connecting with people. Because after the tat, their body changed.
Yeah.
And I never thought about that shit. And it's like the same shit. When I was chatting you afterwards, what I told you in the message, I was like, yo, I fucks with you, bro, because the energy was there.
Yeah, bro.
Remember?
I fuck with y'all, bro. I fuck with y'all heavy. And
Hey, likewise.
Likewise.
yeah, and it's like, it's cool because, you know, like, when we're out and about doing our thing, it's like, I see, you know, the community reaching out to y'all and the, you know, community coming up to me, and I'm just like, bro, look at this shit that we're just building out here.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, bro. Like, it's beautiful because, I mean, I don't know if you guys felt it at one point, but I did feel it at one point where I'm like, I don't know if I even belong here. I don't even know where to fit in, you know? I don't know where to fit in, you know? It's like, we're in the middle of nowhere, so where's like our culture? Where's our streets at, you know?
Yeah.
So to like be here and see street artists, you know, as a hip hop artist, you know, like being around street artists, that makes me feel good, bro. Cause I'm like, all right,
man.
a little bit of reality, you know what I'm saying?
Likewise. And you know, I feel the same way about like the things that you are doing for like this community and hip hop here in Humboldt, because for years I've only heard hip hop sound a certain way. And then I listened to, I forgot what album you had put out where it was like, it had like different pictures of you on the
the little day series.
Yeah. So I listened to that one. I really like the Hill Days song, like out of all of them.
I mean, you say, bro, the hill makes you go through some shit, and it heals you at the same time. So I said, it's either gonna heal or do you filthy, bro. You know?
Right. So like when I was listening to that, I was like, man, like you're doing it on a different level than what I'm used to hearing out here. And it was refreshing.
Hey, bro, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that shit.
So it's like that with what we're doing too, you know?
Hell yeah. And that's why I said, like, it's just a dope ass community that's happening, you know, just full of artists, you know. And like, this is like the first time in my life that I've been around artists that I can like consider friends, you know. I consider y'all my friends. So it's,
hell yeah.
You know, it's like, it's just something, I don't know, bro. It's just something special, you know, something special that's happening in Humboldt right now.
And like, it was what I was saying too, like, people appreciate us as artists.
Yeah.
When for a long time, if people be like, "Oh, yo, he tags.
Yeah.
He did graffiti." I used to be like if I was in a relationship with somebody, I'd be telling my girl, "Yo, don't tell them I'm right. Don't."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I didn't want people look down. And now I'm like, "Yo, look at my YouTube, 49,000 views here." You know what I mean? Get out of here, bro. You know what? Lobo, man. I've been at it 30 years. You know, shit.
So yeah, now we were just talking about what was gonna happen in the future, but let's take a little dip in the past, bro. Has there been like some what are some of the craziest encounters y'all had? Like, because this is graffiti is like a whole underworld, right? So what, like, you guys have some like crazy stories or some encounters y'all had from just trying to, you know, be creative?
You want to go? I can go.
Go ahead. You got some.
It's Lobo hour right now.
True story. There's true stories from Lobo. Hey, yo, Pun, what up?
He's tapping in on the live stream.
Yo, so my boy, he writes CISE, CISE, and he's about 3 years younger than me. So at the time, I'm like 17, so he got to be around 14, 15 years old. So he lived with his grandparents at the time. I go knock on the grandparents' door. Hey, you know, Sight's gonna stay over my house for the weekend. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I'll watch over him. Cause I look like a good kid, you know what I mean? Take Sight's. Yo, I'm taking the motherfucker bombing. Like, yo, we going bombing. Right? So we all out in like 167th on the fall line. And I'm from Kingsbridge and he was from Parchester. So we all like scattered around and we bombing. So I'm doing my filling, right? Painting. I look over. Yo, some dude got Sice in the chokehold.
No.
Right? Yo, so I run up.
Real ass,
yeah.
like...
So I run up. Yo, he got a fucking, like a switchblade to my little homie's neck. Right? So I turn around. I'm like, yo. So I pull, I used to smoke tobacco. So I pull in my pocket to pull out a cigarette. Some dude hops out the car, pulls out the burner on me. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, fuck, like,
And
what
you
am
don't
I?
even know these people.
No, I don't even know these people. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, what the fuck I'm gonna do? This guy got my little homie choked up with a knife to his neck. And his man popped out the car like 3-4 feet away from me with the burner at me. So I just light the cigarette, like, fuck it, light the cigarette. I start looking around. I see tags from around the neighborhood. And I was like, I see my boy Oval's tag, and he's from around that area. And I was like, yo, you know Oval? Fucking BCK, VOP? Like, yeah. I was like, yo, that's my boy. Yo, call him right now. He was like, that's your boy? He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, my bad, bro. God. And then he was like, yo, that's our stash right there. That's where we stash our cracks and shit. And we thought you was trying to rob us.
Oh, fuck.
So right there, yo, the whole time, like, just by seeing somebody's name on the wall, I fucking like, yo, saved our life, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Shit, graffiti saved a motherfucking life there.
Yo, it's crazy. Graffiti saved my life. True story. That's a true story.
Ain't that a trip?
Yeah, that is a trip, bro. Because that could have ended badly. Yeah. Especially if you didn't just, like, know, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, and then that was the shit. Sometimes in life, you got to step back. You know, I just stepped back, looked around.
Yeah.
And I was in that neighborhood. And I was like, yo, this is my man right there. Look, this, oh, yeah, yo, we know him. That's our little homie. All right there.
Damn.
We good money. Bang.
That's a crazy, bro. That is a crazy story. Just because you just out there trying to express yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we was vandalizing back then. You know, man.
You expressing yourself, man. That's what I'm calling it. You got something crazy?
I mean, well, let me think. Okay, so me and my buddy Inks, this is, I want to say 2002. And we've been painting this one freight spot where these freight trains, these box cars would just sit there over the weekend, and then we can go paint, and then the engine would come and pick it up on Monday and take it out of there. So it was like this little layup that's like in this warehouse district that was in this like cul-de-sac area, and we'd go paint there, you know, at a certain time at night. Go do our thing, and then, like I said, leave at like 6 a.m. before the workers show up and all that. But they'd be closed on the weekends. So I was telling them, I'm like, yo, bro, like, because I remember one time we painted like on a Friday night, and then we went back Saturday morning to get day flicks, you know, take pictures of everything. And I was thinking, man, one of these days, I mean, it's so chill back here. All these warehouses are closed. We should paint these motherfuckers during the day. There ain't nobody that comes back here. Like, let's just do some little ballsy shit, and let's do that one day. So we did. We planned it out, and me and my buddy, we went over to the spot. I parked my car like a little farther down the road, and I remember we painted. I think we painted 2 trains or two box cars. Did one, all good. We were there for 2 hours, no problems. We're like, well, fuck, we're still here. Like, let's just get another one in. So on the second one, I was done painting. My buddy was like just finishing up, and then I hear a car pull up.
Oh, fuck.
And it's like, right, you know, I mean, if that car, like, whoever is in that car and they got out, they're right there. They could just like see us. All they got to do is just peek their head around the corner. And so I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I was like, oh shit, I heard a car. My buddy's like packing up all his paint. I already have my paint in my bag. And I'm like, fuck, I stashed it underneath the train. And I look, and I saw this like person's head. Like, I couldn't tell if it was male or female. They just poked their head, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, they saw me, and I like hid between the box cars, and my buddy was nowhere to be found. I like turned around. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bro. And so I'm there by myself, and I'm like, where the fuck does motherfucker go, dude? He just left me here. And I'm like, damn. And so the way these box cars were laid up, it was on this curved track. So like around the bend, I couldn't tell, like, if he like took off that way, I couldn't see him from where my vantage point was. So I just said, fuck it, and just took off too. And I took off running, and I could hear the people like talking, like coming down the tracks, like from, you know, the opposite side. So I took off. I booked it thinking that my boy was way ahead of me, and I was just there sitting, you know. Dang. And we left all our paint, you know. I'm like, damn, dude, this is fucked. And so like I make it all the way down the tracks, and it goes underneath this bridge. But right there at that intersection, there was like a group of people just standing there like at like a bus stop or something. And I'm thinking people are chasing me. So I just go and blend in with these people, this crowd. And then the shuttle bus comes, and I just hop on this bus with all these people, and it takes off. And I'm like, oh fuck. And then like as it's taking off, I look down the street where I parked at, and I could see like these two people running towards the bus, like kind of like waving. And I was like, oh shit, don't stop, don't stop. And the bus driver just kept going. And I was like, I got away. I was like, fuck, where's my buddy Inks? Like, god damn it, he's gone. Like, I don't know where the fuck he went. And this shuttle bus pulls up into this Coliseum that's like right next to that warehouse district, and there was a rodeo going on.
Oh shit!
So I'm wearing all black, trying to blend in with all these cowboys and shit. I'm looking like a goth kid or some shit, you know. Like I'm like, man, I think I had like the Cure T-shirt on. I'm like, man, I do not fit in right here at this spot. So, anyways, I call up another homie. This is back before I had a cell phone or anything like that. So I'm on a payphone calling another homie, come pick me up from the rodeo to take me back to my house, so that way I could put on. I mean, we're from Texas, so I could put on some boots and some Wranglers and a fucking plaid shirt to look like I'm going to pick up my car and I just came from the rodeo. So I go back to my car. My buddy drops me back off.
That's the real Texas switch right there.
Yeah, exactly. I had to switch up on him, right? So I get back to my car, and my car's all dirty as fuck. My buddy Inks wrote with his finger on the dust tag just on the side of my door, being like, yo, Dmise, everything's all good. Meet me at my house, Inks. And I'm like, what? Oh, fuck. So then I'm like, all right, I guess everything's all good. So I go to Inks' house. He opens the door, greets me with a big ass hug, like, god damn, bro, like, where the fuck you go, man? And I'm like, bro, where did you go? He was like, yo, I heard people, and I just pulled myself up underneath the train. I pulled myself up under the boxcar, and I just see your little feet just take off, just making all this noise, like stomping on all the rocks, making all this fucking noise. And I'm like, god damn, I'm busted. I'm under here, like,
damn.
So the people that showed up were my homies that had painted the trains the night before, and they were going to take day pics.
They were out there trying to get their pics.
Yeah, they were trying to get some pics, and like they'd seen all our paint laying there. They'd seen our pieces, our freshly painted pieces on the trains, and they're like, "Yo, what the?" My buddy said he heard, "Yo, what the fuck? Yo, Inks, Dmise, it's JK. What's up?" and Inks just fucking let go, like, oh god damn, like shit. Sigh of relief. He's like, bro, fucking Dmise scary ass just took off running down the tracks, like, and just left me. But in my mind, I thought he did the same to me, you know? Yeah. And I was like, man, I ain't gonna be no fucking sitting duck here. But that was like embarrassing ass story, but funny at the same time.
I think that's funny, bro. It's just like you hear something, I'm gone, bro. I'm out of here.
I'm like, fuck this. Yeah, I ain't trying to wait to find out who that is. Could have been like a worker, could have been like the cops, it could have been, been
anybody, bro.
Yeah.
Could have been somebody thinking you're fucking getting their crack stash, bro.
Yeah.
That ass. True story.
Yep.
Shit, bro. That's some crazy shit right there, bro. Like, see, that's just some shit you encounter, you know what I'm saying? Just being out in the streets.
Bro, I was like 20 years old too. I was like, I didn't know. Like, I was like, man, I'd never been arrested before. I was like, fuck, am I gonna go to jail right now? Like, I was just feeling like crazy. Like, oh no. Especially my buddy left, or I thought he left. Yeah. I was like, fuck, I'm gone.
Man, a lot of my homies' first cases were because of graffiti and shit, you know?
Yeah, man.
Like, you know, junior high school and shit, getting busted and trying to fucking put up some dope ass pieces. So like, when I'm thinking of like my high school and like my homies and shit, you know, they would really go to war with people that try to cover their art and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the like? To me, I'm still like on the outside looking in. This is shit my homies did. I was the one tagged along and shit. What's like the significance of that? Of like, where does that disrespect come from? Like, why do artists feel so disrespected if they get like crossed out or covered?
Oh, that's more of an ego thing.
Yep.
You know, and as I get older, I kind of like forget about that shit. Cause like everything is temporary in this life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I actually know people that got bodied over this shit, that got killed over graph, you know? Or like got shot and survived. And it's a lot of bullshit at the end of the day. But like with me, if somebody goes over my shit, I got my flick, I got my experience, that the fucking time we spent doing it. That's like that moment means more to me now at this stage in my life than like to go out there and like catch beef with somebody over graph. Like that shit is senseless.
Yeah.
Because thinking back, it's like, damn, like why my homie got popped over some graph shit? The shit is whack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over some he say, she say shit.
Yeah,
or like, oh, y'all have more fame than you. Why you touch my shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's childish. Like we grown men now. And there's been conversations that I have with one of my homeboys. He's a grandfather already. And he be calling me like, yo, want me to touch my shit? I be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You a grandfather already. I love you, bro. I want to see you live.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm in my 40s already, so I know I probably got like another 30 years left. And I think in my mind, that's why I try to go so hard now. You know? Like, I want, like, if I'm going to do anything ego-wise, I'm going to do it to my own ego. Like, I'm going to have a whole bunch of work when I'm gone.
Yeah.
All the beef shit, that shit is whack, bro. That shit is sad. You think about this shit, it was a lot of waste of time, too.
Yeah.
You know?
And talent.
You know? You know?
Yeah. That's like
Real shit. That shit.
real. And you think that's something that you like kind of not, I wouldn't say preach, but kind of like push on to like the younger homies.
I do, like when
you?
I was telling like situation, like somebody out here is like fucked up, you know, he ain't living the best life. I fucking heard people talking like, oh yeah, fuck that dude. Oh yeah, when I see him, I was like, yo, you sound like a fucking toy. That dude, like he fiend down the street.
Yeah.
Like you ain't gonna get no stripes from me. You gonna fuck with somebody that's fiend down the street. That ain't no real shit.
Yeah.
You know what's real? Being a part of the community is being real.
Yeah.
Showing your face. You know what I mean? Like I'm showing my face now. Like I said, like having meetings with the mayor. Like we trying to get walls to fucking spend our money inside of our community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know bullshit. I don't know. I try not. You know.
Nah, hey, bro. Somebody gotta speak it like that sometimes
It's true.
too.
Yo, cause I wish people would have told me that shit. Cause when I was young and I was getting in a situation, the older guys was like, yo, look, yo, there's a burner underneath the tire right there, and if this dude comes through popping for us, you young.
Yeah.
That's why they used to tell me shit like that. You know what I mean? I'd be like, I think in my mind like, damn, that shit's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
You know how many motherfuckers went down for other people's bullshit?
Yeah.
That shit, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's true, man. That whole beef shit is whack. You know, it comes with graffiti because people, it is an ego-based thing. People want to like be like, all right, I did this wall. Nobody's gonna paint over me, and if they do, they're gonna catch these hands or whatever, or I'm gonna paint over them, and it would be like that where, you know, when I first started, it was I kind of got in a little bit of like, you know, altercations here and there, but nothing too bad. I remember there were times where like I would get pissed if somebody like went over my shit and would always just be like, hey, well, like let's peace battle, you know? Oh no, let's fight. I'm like, well shit, if you want to box it out too, like we can do that too. But I never really liked doing that because dude, I still to this day, if I get in a fight with somebody, like we're actually like, you know, fists landing on faces, I always feel bad afterwards.
Yeah.
I always feel bad. But like 9 times out of 10, we walk away with the mutual respect for each other and hug it out. And sometimes I become friends with people after fighting them. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's been years since I've gotten in a fight, like 10 plus years. So, you know, I'm glad that kind of part is behind me, but it's like a respect thing for me.
Yeah.
You know, people who want to be disrespectful, you know, then I'll have to, like, you know, show them like, hey, look, I'll first talk to them and say, that's fucked up. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. But if somebody puts their hands on me, then
everything's out the window.
Yeah, it's out the window, you know, and that's usually what would happen.
Yeah.
Or somebody would be like, oh, this guy's not going to do anything. He's just an artist, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Like, I don't like that. So those were like the most like kind of like beef shit that I ever like encountered. There would be people that, you know, would get sour if I painted over them, but they would always kind of like be like, well, shit, that's Dmise. Like, he could paint over me. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to burn him. That's the mentality that it was like coming up, because I was like always like just doing like the most when it came to my walls. And, you know, I'm still, you know, to this day still trying to do the most. And so it's like, I'm not like, it's not even an ego thing for me. It's like a thing of like the caliber of art that I want to put out there. Yeah. And if somebody else says like, oh yeah, I'm top notch, well then I appreciate that, you know, but it's not like me being like, yeah, I'm the shit. Yeah. It's like, however other people like perceive me, you know, I'm thankful for, but at the end of the day, I want my shit to look dope. You know, Lobo wants his shit to look dope. And if somebody wants to like go over us, then and they're not doing it at that same caliber, then we're like, man, that shit's whack. Well, let's just paint over it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just like, we got lots of paint. Like, we're just gonna keep on painting over it. Somebody just want to, you know, it doesn't have to become violent anymore.
This is the HipHopHumboldt podcast, right?
Yeah. Hey.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, that was a good radio voice right there. Do that again, bro.
Don't forget, we're with Albert, Lobo, and Christopher Dmise.
Sheesh. Yeah. Even dropped the government.
Oh, no, but that's a social media name. You know what I mean? Yo, so funny story I got, right? So I'm with my partner at the time. He writes Seamer, S-E-M-R, right? And we used to be assholes too. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I was an asshole at one point in my life. So we went to the other people's. Oh, you know, from time to time. So we went to the other neighborhood, you know what I mean? The rival crew's neighborhood, right? And we get surrounded, bro. There's like 6 or 7 dudes surrounding us too, right?
Damn, they done sanctioned the whole neighborhood on you.
So we on the corner of their block on Fertility and Soundview over there, right? So we on the corner of their block.
The whole fucking.
Hey, my boy makes believe he got a burner in his pocket. So he pulls out his hand like this, inside his hand in his jacket. And he's like, Lobo, do your feeling. And they're like, what? So when they running up to him, he's running up to them, making believe that he got the burner on him. Like, we're like, yo, we just making believe. So I'm there doing my feeling. Yeah. I'm like, holy fuck, yo, we're going to get jumped right now. Right? And he's like, yo, keep on rocking. You better keep on rocking. I'm like, oh, fuck, no, I got to do this feeling. You know what I mean? So I fucking doing this feeling. I do my outline. He comes up next to me and he's like, here, hold this. And he ain't passing me shit. He's making believe like he's passing me a pistol. So now I got my hand in my North Face jacket. Like, holy fuck. So when they run up on us, I'm like, yo. And then he's rocking his feeling. Yeah. And it's just a fucking adrenaline. Yeah. I got 5 or 6 guys running around me, jumping over cars. Like, yo, y'all motherfuckers is lucky y'all got the pistol on y'all. Blah, 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 blah. And bro, it was all bullshit, bro. It was bullshit.
Great ass fucking
true
actors,
story,
bro. That's some great ass fucking acting, bro.
Yo, great acting. That's another situation that we survived.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
We was out there.
I don't know what's crazier, bro. Is like the great acting skills or the fact that you had to make somebody think that there's a gun there to keep them away from you stopping graffiti, bro.
But the shit is like, you know, like we ain't running either. Yeah. We could have just been like, oh shit, they're here. Yeah. Yo, we did fillings on the corner of their block.
We finished that shit anyway.
It didn't last, you know, the next day our shit was crossed out already. Yeah. It was just that point, you know what I mean? Like, yo, fuck it, we gonna do this shit.
We here, do it. We might,
Do it.
I might as well put that shit.
You know, bullshit too. You know, like we had situations like our cars got shot at. You know what I mean? Fucking like just bullshit, like people posting up people's family online and talking shit. But that shit is whack, bro. Like, I'm just trying to paint with this dude on the weekends, chill with my family. Yeah. Blast that ink.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Well, sell that merch.
So like, so it's listening to some of those stories, man, like, and just seeing how far you guys have come, you know, and it's something dope to see. And speaking on you, bro, you was talking about almost a year now being sober, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Damn. What made you want to get a little sober? What made you want to, switch it up, bro?
Man, honestly, I was going too hard in the paint. Like, real talk. Just partying almost. I mean, definitely drinking every day, every night. I mean, I would be like one of those I'm like, oh, I'm not an alcoholic, but I do want to drink a beer like after 6 p.m. or something like that. And, it wasn't like first thing in the morning kind of thing, unless it was like hungover and they were drinking mimosas like at a breakfast spot. But I just noticed like a pattern where, whenever I'd go to these parties and like just rage out, and just feel like, all right, you get wasted and you start making bad decisions, and it just kept being that way where I'd be like, fuck, dude, like here I am, just like getting hella fucked up, staying up for like 2 days straight type shit on like certain substances, and just with the weed thing too, like it was causing like a lot of anxiety for me and just like not helping me anymore. So yeah, it was just one night where I stayed up till the sun came up, even past that. I think I went to bed like at 1 p.m. that day, and as I was laying in bed, I was just thinking like, man, I gotta change this up.
Didn't you say you had like a heart complication?
Well, I kept getting heart palpitations. So my heart just felt like it was like doing like somersaults in my fucking body, just like going nuts. It almost felt like electricity, like just circuiting through my body and like doing this weird thing. Not hurt or anything, but just the sensation just felt crazy. And every now and then I would get like a chest pain if I was like, like just like doing too much of a substance, So like I just had to switch it up and just see if I can like calm those feelings and sensations down. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna quit everything and be sober for, a whole year. It honestly was like one of those things where it happened like a couple weeks before New Year's. And I'm like, you know what? If I can get through New Year's Eve without like doing any drugs, without drinking any alcohol, without even smoking any weed, like I'm gonna be proud of myself. If I can do that, because I'm already at a party. I'm doing live painting at a party,
and that shit is hard.
Yeah,
because everybody partying.
Yeah, and before, I'd be at these parties doing everything, and people were like, "Yo, bro, like, yeah, you want to party?" Yeah, I want to party. Like, all right, cool. Let's come over here to the bathroom real quick. All right, cool. All right, word. All right. Oh, now I'm feeling fucking pumped up. Now I'm gonna, stay up and paint even longer. It's like one of those things where it's like it was kind of like I was just like living like this like rock star life where I'm like, I'm just gonna like party like Motley Crue type shit. Well, I didn't really need to be doing that. Yeah. Which I was just wanting to have fun. And when I did the whole New Year's Eve party, I just kept being like, "No, I'm good, man. I'm good." Like, "Oh, you're not drinking tonight?" Because people would come up, "Hey, man, you want to take a shot?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good." "What? Hey, you want a beer?" "Nah, I'm good." "What?" Like, "Oh shit, all right." "Hey, you want this? You want that?" I'm like, "I'm good." And so it was like, it was that saying no was kind of like amping me up.
Yeah.
It was like giving me like this, like kind of like a superpower. Like, oh shit, I'm here at this party, at this huge party scene, like a rave type shit. Everybody's getting fucking wild. Everybody's getting shit faced. Everybody's going nuts. And I'm over here like laser vision and just like feeling like really fucking clean.
Yeah.
And it felt really good because even like at the end of the night, they're like, yo, Dmise, you're leaving? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm good. But like, bro, be careful. There's all these cops on the safety corridor right now. And I'm like, bro, I don't got to worry about shit.
Yeah.
I want them to pull me over at this point. Like, I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it went from that New Year's Eve all the way until now, you know? And I think my year marker will be December 17th.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's
Shit,
coming
congratulations
up.
on how
Thanks,
far you came, bro.
Thank you.
For real,
Thank
for real.
you.
Well, he
dope.
got me
And
sober.
I was about to
Yeah.
get into that because we were talking the other day, and you said that you was
How many
partying
months
too.
it been like for me? Like 5 months?
Like 5 months.
Like 5
Shit,
months I haven't
so-
drunk no beer, no liquor.
Damn.
And I was a straight alky.
Yeah, tell me how you used to
man.
party. Let me tell me how you used to get down, bro. Shit.
So I got down so bad that I ended up getting my arm broken in a bar fight. And I couldn't tattoo, do graph or nothing. You know what I
Damn.
mean? With a straight baseball bat. And that was only like 5-6 years ago.
God damn.
You know, so I was still wilding, you know. The situation happened, something happened, you know, I pretty much lost everything and I was out there in the streets acting wild. Next thing you know, my arm was broken. Can't do no graph, can't do no tats. Fucked up.
Bruh.
Like, damn, running around Eureka, real Dell, acting dumb, trying to lay and everything. You know what I mean?
That was it for you then.
That was it.
That's
I was like, yo, that's it.
So do you feel like you getting like sober? Like, does it? How is your art? Did you feel like that affected your art in any way? Like you know, do you think drinking or anything affected your art in any way?
I would say like my art has it's probably remained the same as far as like quality goes. I would say I've been more productive since I've been sober.
Yeah.
I've been more consistent, painting a lot more, painting from like, you know, pretty much the time I wake up and to the time I go to sleep, on good days. So it's one of those things where like, you know, when I was like partying and shit, like, I mean, I would have an art show, like, oh shit, I have an art show coming up, and I would know about it for like 3 months, and then not get cracking and painting until like 2 weeks before the show. Like, oh shit, it's 2 weeks before the show. Like, all right, let me call my homie and get, you know, one of them little baggies for some energy, you know, and just like some dumb shit. Yeah. And like would stay up for days just painting and just cranking shit out. And it wouldn't like affect like the quality of my work. You know, it was just like one of those things where like that was just my vice, and like just doing dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
But now it's like laser focus, precision, just connecting more with like it's almost like on a spirituality type shit, like the higher self without being high.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah, I feel it though. You feel the same? You kind of, how do you feel painting, you know, sober and everything? Was that?
It's more health reason wise. Mm-hmm. You know, fucking, I ended up catching like cellulitis in my leg and I was all fucked up. I'm like, damn, that's just like side effects from like liver disease and shit. Yeah. I lost my pops to fucking drinking. And then some days I'll just be there and like my son running around me and he's a baby. Mm-hmm. I'm like, fuck. Like, I lost both my parents by the time I was like 28 years old. Yeah. I want to see my kids grow up. I want to see my grandkids. Yeah. I want to do all that kind of shit. I want to walk them down the aisle when they get married and shit. So it's like, I can't fuck around no more.
Yeah.
You know? I fucked around for too long. You know? And I had my good times. Don't get me wrong. It was fun when it lasted. But now it's that time of my life. You sit back, paint, go out on the weekends, do grown man shit. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, lock in.
Yeah.
Lock in. I think that's why a lot of people connect with you guys is because it's like the characters you guys are. You know? Like I said, you guys are dope. You guys are dope at what you do, but on top of that, it's like who you guys are. It's like what makes this whole duo special.
Hell yeah,
you know?
I agree.
And we ain't gonna give nobody no bullshit either.
Yeah, exactly,
you know
bro. And
I
that's
mean?
why I feel like that's what this like younger generation needs, bro.
Yeah.
Like they need like leaders like you guys, you know, the younger cats that coming out painting, you know, you telling them, hey, don't fucking get into any of these beefs. You know, you tell another one, you know, hey, don't be getting into them drugs and don't be getting fucked up because we both seen it. You know, you talk about people losing lives to violence, to, you know, and then we know artists all the time just get caught up in the wrong shit and then
and overdose.
Exactly, bro. So like to have you two in the community, still like bringing the arts, still keeping the street culture alive, but like the right way.
Yeah,
you know, that's special, bro.
And it's crazy to be like us, like we still got kind of like 1 foot still in the street. You know what I mean? Like we got 1 foot in the street, 1 foot in like regular society type shit. So when I see the people fucking around the street, like this one little kid, he's been fucking around. And I had the conversation with him. Like, yo, you fucking around, bro. A few days after that, I seen he got jumped. The brother reached out to me like, yo, my little brother. And I said, yo, I had the conversation with him already. That's like the most I could have done for him. Everything else is his choices now, you know?
Yeah.
But I did speak up to him like, hey, man, you fucking up.
Yeah.
You know? And like I said, growing up, nobody had those conversations with me.
Yeah.
They were leading me down the other direction. Yo, you want to make money? Flip a pack. You want to do this, you got to do that. And then we end up on the hills and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now, I'm just trying to be a family man now.
Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, bro, like this generation needs people like you, bro. Like you said, and it's nice to have, you know, people want to say you got to be in or out, you know, but I think it's nice to have 1 foot in the street, 1 foot know, in the door, because how are you going to connect to these younger people?
Yeah.
How are you gonna connect to these people in the streets still?
And then that's why the people in the streets, like, they respect our shit. Like, they don't go over us. You know what I mean? Like, they'll be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, yo, like, they ain't touching on shit. Yeah. And not to sound cocky or nothing, it's because we had our feet in the street before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they know about us. Like, I wasn't no gangster or nothing like that. I know gangsters, but I was never no gangster. I was never no crazy dude, but I was in the streets. I grew up in the streets. You know, so now we community men.
Hell yeah,
you know what I mean? You're going to see us outside in the Epitome Gallery painting.
Hell
you know,
yeah.
Canada Fest painting, 4th place, you know. Hopefully next year we take first.
Coming for that first,
you know,
baby. Coming for that first.
Yeah, you know, the whole like drugs thing too, you know, and alcohol. I always tell people like, yo, man, like you have to think about it this way, like, do I have control over this, or does this have control over me?
Yeah.
You know, and once it starts controlling you, then that's a time to step back.
Yeah.
And people don't need to take a whole year off. Take a week off. Take a month off. See how your body feels. See how your mind feels. You know, I tell people that all the time. Like, you don't gotta like be as committed. You know, just try it out. Or if you can't, you know, stop smoking weed, but you can stop drinking alcohol, try that. You know, you don't have to quit everything, you know, or maybe just quit doing, you know, cocaine. But if you want to drink, that's fine. Just don't do the other stuff, you know. But a lot of people like me, where it's like they say, yeah, I want to stop doing all like the powders and stuff, but then you start drinking and then you kind of like lose inhibitions.
Because kind of goes hand in hand.
Exactly.
And you don't know where that could lead. You know what I mean? The next thing you know, you got some broad bent over in the bathroom, then you fuck up your relationship with your wife, and then your kids is taken away, and then you ain't got shit, you know? Because you wanted to have a good time for a couple of minutes.
Yep.
You know?
Or you end up like...
I'll be thinking about the extreme. You know what I mean?
It's real shit though. It's real shit though. It's real shit though.
I'll get in these sharing circles where like people are like so fucking high and we're all telling stories, and then they'll be like, yo bro, and that was the time where I sucked this dude's, and I'm like, whoa, hold on, wait, what? Whoa. Damn. I didn't know
this was a safe place, but not that safe, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yo, man, homeboy's wilding. Like, I didn't know he was gonna go there. Like, he's he's got a wife. Like, fuck, like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, so there'll be things like that happen where I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck is my life?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
What I do deserve to be in this position right now.
I'll be getting earfuls from people, and I'm like, man, like, or even like sometimes just being like so fucking high, just wandering the streets of Old Town, and then just like sit down and like have a conversation with just like a random tweaker, just tweak the fuck out and just telling me all kinds of shit, and I'm like, you really murdered people? Like, damn. Like, you shouldn't be telling everybody that. But that's how, like, shit would go, where I'm like, man.
I mean, but honestly, but that's what makes you guys connect. And that's what you can tell through the art is what you guys been through.
Yeah.
You know, and it reflects on the art.
You know, like, we got to see the dark side already. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm trying to see the sun. I'm trying to wake up in the morning and see that sun, that warm sun hit me.
Hell yeah. Y'all put in the work for it. Shit. Y'all definitely put the work for it. But shit, man, we've been talking here. We've been having a good time, bro. This is like one of the funnest podcasts I've done, bro. Like I've done a lot of them, and I guarantee, like, this one right here is like one of my favorites to be a part of. And so shit, I'm just gonna give this time for you guys. You know, you guys can let the audience know where, like, what you guys are gonna be up to. You know, this is your moment right here. This is your time. So anything y'all want the audience to know, or anything,
like what mixtape we're dropping next,
whatever y'all want, bro.
Hey, you know what's funny? Guys. So I told him the other day, I was like, yo, we on the podcast. We're gonna have to spit some bars.
Hey, if y'all got it, let's get it. Come on.
I was fucking around on the phone. I was like fucking around, but I ain't a rapper, so I ain't. But
that's the thing, though, is it's hip hop, bro. You know, like, and this is what's super dope about it, is because, like I said, I'm always interviewing like sonic artists, you know, sound, you know, people that rap and stuff, and it's just dope to like get out of my element a little bit and talk to some visual artists, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Bro, I appreciate you guys for, you know, giving me the time, and, you know, Lobo letting me come through, and, you know, setting up shop here at the crib, you know, got the kid inside, you know.
Yeah.
This is what friendship's about, I feel like, bro. And
Fuck
just pulling up, we just having a good convo and all this shit.
Right, so you like so what would your position be right now? Like, you the interviewer, right?
Yeah.
So look at that. We doing this right now in the garage. 10 years from now, I'll be like, yo, I remember when Albert was interviewing me in the garage. It's like the motherfuckers on the radio now.
Man, hey, don't tell me thank you, bro, because y'all did the work to be here.
MTV, you gonna see Albert out there one day, man. True story.
Shit.
For real, bro. You got talent.
Hey, you guys got the talent. We all got talent here. But like I said, bro, don't thank me for getting y'all on the podcast. Y'all did the work. You know, I just happened to put the microphone in front of y'all.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we appreciate it, man.
Hell yeah, bro. So like I said, bro, this is y'all moment right here. You can let the audience know what's happening with y'all, bro.
So first of all, shout out to the OC, Dre, Acres, everybody in the community. You know what I mean? 1 foot in the street, 1 foot in society. You know what I mean? Vogue, Pokey, who else is from out here? Toe, Urine. Even Cactus, everybody out here, I show everybody love in the community. Ish. Fucking, and then my people's back home. Vin, Bronx Most Famous, Oyes. Damn, y'all got a whole fucking list in my mind. Ovi. Who else? Seamer, Sice, Jack, YP. My man Sayo out in Detroit. We're about to drop a shirt coming out soon. Hey, fucking all of those from the past too, you know what I mean? Hope y'all forgive me, you know. But yo, catch me at Lobo Bronx Made.
Hell yeah.
And that's about it, man.
But yeah, let them know the YouTube too.
Oh shit. Yeah, the YouTube. I gotta get back on the YouTube, cause my aunt does YouTube, and she was looking at my analytics. And I got like almost 3 million total views, and I don't know why I'm sleeping on the shit right now. So I gotta get back on that YouTube, make them videos, and me and Dmise is gonna keep on painting. Acres, Dre, we're gonna keep on painting, and hopefully we're gonna see more walls in this community with our shit on.
Hell yeah, well shit, I want to talk to y'all about a little project after this. You know, once we cut the little mics out.
I told you that too the other day with that thing. I was like, that's your gift from me to you. You know what I mean?
What's up with you?
I got a show right now hanging at Madrone Pizzeria.
Hey, get over there to the
tap room. Yeah, Madrone's dope, dude. The food's good. They got a lot of good beers on tap. I'm not drinking right now, but when I was I was fucking with that place a lot. But I'll still go in there and I'll drink they got some really good non-alcoholic beers too.
Think about it this way, bro. You spent a lot of time in there hanging out.
Yep.
You're still in there hanging out.
I am.
Art walls.
Yep.
Your heart's on the wall hanging out, bro.
Yep. I'm still in there hanging. So yeah, I got that show until the end of November, and then gonna have some pieces in the Epitome Gallery's card show that they have every year.
Dope.
Lobo is gonna do a couple pieces for that too. And then besides that, I don't really have anything else lined up, but I am going to be, I don't know, I feel like I'm just going to keep on painting. Going to keep on painting canvases, going to keep on painting walls, going to do some more little model trains.
And to whoever's listening, bro, tap in, bro. Like, tap in and get these, get some art for your crib.
Yeah,
dude,
man.
Like, just support the artists, bro. Support these dudes because they be putting in that work, and it's not no bullshit work, bro. It's not no shit that's just out of nowhere. They got the time. They put the work in.
One of a kind.
And it's very, and I've talked to these guys personally, and they, they take this personal. So if you're getting a piece from these guys, it's really personal. It's a piece of them, and so,
it's the same thing. Like, we took years to get to this level of like craftsmanship. You know what I mean? So we put years and years and years. Like, I'm in it 30 years already. He's in there like over 25 years. So it's like when you get a piece from us, you got 25 years of experience on that shit. It ain't no just so.
You can see it, bro. Like I said, it's art you can feel, bro.
Yeah.
That's who. You know what Dmise is going to do now? He's going to get blasted, the full back piece.
Oh, yeah. Lobo wants to do a whole back piece on me.
Back piece. I was like, yo, do the letter across the shoulder.
Bro. Like, hey, everybody listening, bro, tap
everybody tap into
get the art pieces, get the tattoos, bro. Like, these guys are building a world of color around them, bro. And if you guys are smart, y'all would tap into that world. You know what I'm saying?
Man. And one thing I got to say is, I just, I want to say, like, we need to spread more peace and love and positivity.
For real. You're right.
Across the whole world, and free my people out in Palestine, and
Speak on it.
all the people that are experiencing genocide in this world, Congo, Sudan, all those places. So I just want to just touch on that really lightly, but it's heavy at the same time.
Yeah.
So, just want to say, like, respect to everybody who's doing things for that movement, and not being silent, because of what people want what you should be saying and what you shouldn't be saying, and that sort of thing. And shout out to my girl too, Athenor or Alicia, but yeah, she's been doing a lot of work for her family out there too.
Dope. Shout out, man. Shout out everybody, bro. That's some real shit he spoke on, bro.
Real shit.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget, look out for your community too. See these kids acting up, talk to them. Don't be afraid to talk to them. You never know, you may say something to them.
Man,
and their whole life change.
Y'all are awesome as fuck, bro. Every time y'all say something, I'm just like, bro, you guys y'all are the community, bro. And I fuck with y'all, bro. Heavy.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Nah, thank you guys, bro. I look at you guys as like some big celebrities. So the fact that y'all wanted to come talk to me, shit. Hey, that's all love. But we've been on this almost 2 hours here. So
damn.
I think this is a good spot to leave it.
No, that's good, man.
Hell yeah, man.
It's a good one.
Yes, sir. It was a great one, bro. I had fun. And I hope y'all had fun listening too. Shit, that's another episode of Hip Hop Humble. It's your brother Al Bear. I like to thank Dmise and Lobo for kicking in, schooling me, telling me some stories. And I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. And I hope y'all keep listening. I'll see y'all soon. Sheesh.